Hello everyone and welcome back to Run It Up number 29. We are playing some more 25-cent, 50-cent, no limit Texas Hold'em here on ultimatepoker.com. We are here starting today with $331 bankroll peak. That's right, we hit the high water mark here in our last session, which as you might be able to see, we have this to show for it. The old 1870 Twitch stream ribbon. In this hand here, it looks like we clowned around on the flop and the turn and probably rivered the best hand. But I don't think he can call too often here. If we bet too big, I think betting small is the best way to kind of ensure that he calls us if he has worse. I wonder if against the min raise if we can get away with a big rear raise here. Like, is it possible he'll fold the flush if we make it like 26? I think it's actually fairly possible. Against a min raise, though, I mean, I think we're going to lose this more often than not, but we're starting the session here at $1.50 to win 9. It can't be too bad. We definitely lose here way more often than win, but I think it's worth the $1.50 to kind of see, because once in a while we have the best hand and he's like making some sort of a weird bluff. But I'm saying, like, there's no way that that's mathematically correctly to call. Like, if that was like, you know, my case, $1.50, I wouldn't put it in. But I think at the start of a session, we win off it enough. I want to kind of see what he has. So the fact that he min raised us with trips there, I think means to me that we might have really wanted to consider, in spots like that in the future, we'll really want to consider giving him the business a little bit and potentially putting him in a tougher situation if he min raises us again on the river like that. Now, of course, he could be aware of this and everything else, but, you know, most people probably aren't playing those games with us, but I guess they do happen. So I bet this flop and he called. I think on the deuce turn, he's probably not going to fold too often here. So I think I'm happy with checking back and making some decisions on the river. 5 makes us beat king 10, ace 10, ace jack, king jack. So we beat things that didn't have purs. If he bets, I will be tempted to call. $1.50. Once again, this kind of feels like a hand that's like an 8 or a 9 that's betting for no reason, or like a queen 10 type of hand. But I feel like, once again, 150 is the price to let me pay as curiosity, although I think we win this more often than we win the other one. So no, we're not winning this one this time. So we've given away $3 here and Run It Up. I hope these two people have enjoyed that. Might get some back here with the old jack balls in the big blind. We might just get a quarter. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. I think we're on a 3-game winning streak right now, right? That's always sweet. Love 3-game winning streaks. Also love when I try to click the video recording to raise and not the not the table itself. All right, fix that now. So not going to be folding here. If this player should re-raise, that might come to a shock to you, but all right, so we win 50 cents there, not quite a quarter. He's like, no, Jake Carver, you'll win more than a quarter here. 50 cents. Here you go, sir. So yeah, he got us on that one. Pocket kings in the small blind here, probably going to be playing this one. That's a bold prediction. You know, I think raising is fine. Sometimes I don't raise, sometimes I do other things, but this guy doesn't know what we're doing here. This guy just thinks we're just clowning around 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning. You know, he doesn't expect us to limp, so I feel like we shouldn't disappoint him there. But he doesn't want to cooperate, so all right. 101 dealer for sure tonight. That's it. We're raising it to 101 dealer. We are not pulling buttons tonight, boys and girls. Today's been an excellent day for us here at Team Run It Up. I did some wagering and received more money back than what I wagered, which is always pleasant. That's always a good start to any kind of betting experience. So today was the UFC on Fox Sports 1. The debut of Fox Sports 1, the debut of the UFC on Fox Sports 1. It was a fantastic day, sick day of fights. If you didn't see it, they were like all really good. People came to fight today on Fox Sports 1, which is always nice to see. And I had bet on Manny Gamburian, Joe Lauzon, which was not a win, obviously, Uriah Faber, and Chael P. Sonnen. Chael P. And it went pretty well. Went 4-1, I think, or 3-1. With those, I was pretty happy with that. I bet the most on Chael and the least on Manny, but it worked out pretty well. Manny and Joe were pretty close to break even for me, and then the other two were pure profit. So definitely raising up 8-3 suited here on the button. So yeah, we did pretty good today. Back out of UFC sports betting hibernation. It feels nice, like I came out of my cave, ready to go. I think this is going to be a couple weeks of UFC fights. I think Condit Campman is this weekend, next weekend, so I'll probably be in there. So that's it. I hope you guys, I think a lot of you guys seem to enjoy MMA stuff, so there'll be a lot more of that. I'm not going to do like a day of like, the MMA Monday or anything like that. Monday MMA Power Hour, sponsored by Toshiba or anything like that. Why Toshiba? I don't know. I was trying to think of actually a drill company, but I don't think Toshiba makes makes drills. It sounded like it at the time. I was like, just say something. How bad could it be? Toshiba though. So we have a gut shot and a flush draw, but both of those things are very bad. We have a gut shot, a flush draw, and 7 high, and I think the 7 high part of that makes that hand fold. We could definitely call there. I sometimes would, but I think that hand's bad enough. We just let that one go. All right, we'll pay a quarter to see a flop here. Let's see 3, dealer. Fascinating 3 cards that have been flopped here. We have flopped the toppest of pairs. I am not planning on folding. Checking around makes me, I guess, somewhat happy. I mean, I'm unhappy because I would like to get paid here, but happy because we probably have the best hand. A belief that I still hold on this turn card here. I mean, maybe. I'm not really buying what he's selling, but I don't think we could re-raise. I mean, he's representing like 6-5, pocket fives, 3-5. I mean, I don't really know what to do here at this point in the session. I think we're just gonna call. King should be a brick. It's possible we have the best hand here. I assume it's gonna go check, and then Mr. Even over there is gonna have a decision on his hands. To bet or not to bet. If he bombs it, I guess we're just folding. If he bets like 550. 250? I don't think they can fold for 250, but like what in the world is he doing? Like, we're getting 4 to 1. We're getting a great price. 250 to win 10. I can't fold for 250 to win 10. That's a great deal. I can't fold for that bargain. Yeah, of course, you're winning. That's great. Take the money, enjoy it, love it, whatever. It's great. I can't really fold though, getting 250 to win 10. It's just too good. So, I mean, I strongly suspect that we are beaten, but I can't fold 9 in that spot, I don't think. So we raise here again. These guys have not really contested our continuation bets here, so if they contest this one, I will give them slight amounts of credit. No credit will be handed out on this hand, though, I'm afraid. We've added a new player, Raz Doogie, who decided to post under the gun, which is probably more a fault of the software not asking you than this player in any particular way, so don't read too much into that. That will hopefully get fixed. That will get fixed. It's the auto post on as default. I think it's fixed in the next software update, which should be coming relatively soon. Breaking news here on on Run It Up. Something will be happening in a relatively soon window. Breaking news. So yeah, so Chael fight was today. That was great. I felt pretty good about the Chael fight and my read on the Chael fight. I thought that Chael's wrestling was going to just be too good for Shogun. I posted a piece by my friend David Williams, not the poker player David Williams, a bit about takedown defense on my site, jasonsomerville.com. Yes, that's right. Plug. We posted a thing about that, and Shogun had like the lowest takedown defense of like every top 10 light heavyweight. He was in 10th with like 44%, and against someone like Chael, that is not going to cut it. We know Chael is going to just run up there and just do his little wrestling thing for 5 rounds, or as long as it takes until they pull him off him, as I think maybe Chael would say. So, I knew what Chael was going to do. I didn't think Shogun could stop him. I didn't think Chael was going to win by submission, but crazier things have happened. It's a good win for Chael. It's a big win for Chael. I mean, despite me thinking that Chael was a favorite, and the betting lines disagreeing with me, I felt like Chael was a pretty big favorite. But it's a sick win for him. It's like he came off 2 losses to John Jones and Anderson Silva. His win against Bisping was very close. His win against Brian Stan was not close, but I think it's a good, clear, strong win for him. I can't imagine what today was worth Chael in like dollar value. 9-8 probably not going to win this hand here. I wasn't really watching the action, so I don't quite know how that went down. But I know Razdugi was trying to bluff it, and that did not work out too well for our friend over there. It's like the most normal avatar. Every other avatar is like slightly weird looking. This is just like a girl. It's just like someone was like, you know what would be sick? Let's do an avatar of a girl. And that's it. That's what they did. They just said, all right, that's what we'll do. That was very nice of that artist to do that. Anyway, we're here on the button with a pretty good hand, given that we potted it pre-flop or whatever it was that we did. I'm going to be betting here. If anyone continues, I'm quite willing to give him the business here. You know, I've got the hammer ready to go. I mean, deuce 7 flops should really benefit us, be most beneficial to us as the aggressor pre-flop. So I was planning on going to town there, but thankfully we didn't have to go to town today. This fella again with his little raises. Well, I'll bet you this much. I'll bet you that our hand is not the best hand right now. We could re-raise, potentially. We could also call, but ace-9 is like not one of those hands I really want to go to war to. If we had like go to war with, I mean, like I feel like this fella is going to be playing relatively straightforwardly pre-flop there in that spot, and I'd be relatively surprised if this guy shows up with a hand worse than, you know, ace-jack or, you know, pocket 9s here, and those don't really do too well against, you know, ace-9 doesn't really do too well against that, and I just felt like we could just fold that. We're going to probably find out what he had because Razdugi only has $5 left, so... Oh, now X Mr. Even decides to check. X Mr. 7, I guess it makes more sense. 7 even. Maybe it's just 7, you know? Hey. So you think if he has ace-king, he'd have to call, just given the fact that it's $5 into 22. And I know you're paying because you've done this to us, this whole thing. Ace-jack. Oh, river ace. Oh! I sound like I'm from The Sopranos. I haven't even been watching Sopranos. Although I did rewatch the entire season not that long ago. But that was like months ago. That, you know, what is it, like delayed Sopranos accent effect syndrome? I don't know what that's all about. But hey, maybe I'm just getting ready because we're going to Jersey, you know? We're going to Jersey sooner or later. We're trying to go to Jersey at least. I've got all my Jersey jokes lined up from being from Long Island for 26 years. I'm just so tempted to use them, but, you know, I am excited to be back in Jersey because I'd rather be in Jersey than in. I'm actually like in Vegas too. I can't even say anything bad about Vegas, but I'm looking forward to being on the East Coast. I'm definitely an East Coaster at heart, that's for sure. So this fellow decides to check raise us again. And I feel like this only means moderate strength. We could re-raise right now, but if he is moderately strong with a draw, he'll probably just call. So I'm happy with calling and seeing how this goes from there. We're probably behind right now, but not necessarily. And we're definitely not going anywhere on this king turn card here. You know, the kinds of hands he's been check raising with, especially with this little $1.50 thing going on here, I assume he has hands like ace-10. He could definitely have queen-jack. Let's just be straight with that right now. He could definitely have queen-jack, that's for sure. But I think more often than not, he has other hands that are not exactly... you know, queen jack. If he could have queen jack, he can have ace jack of hearts. You know, that would be exactly the same situation, pretty much. So, all right, 83 cents. We are rolling in profit over here. A little king 3 action got us to town. Took us to value town there. I'm going to be raising here with queen 10 because I think we probably have the best hand. This guy's been calling a bunch. Even though we're out of position, I think this hand is good enough to raise a little bit. If he makes it like 950 here, I'll just fold and apologize. I'll just pack up my things and get out of here, but that didn't have to happen. Firing $3 here on this flop seems fine. The old 10-8-5 board. X Mr. 7 says, enough! Enough with your re-raising. I'm going to bed. He's had enough of it. Packing up his stuff and going. All right, well, thanks for playing, fella. So we're down to 3 players, the Centaurian, the Unknown, and Jay Carver over here. That's right, Jay Carver in his most Chelsea mood of the week over here. Feeling good, playing some poker with 2 in the morning. It's great though, online poker in America, you know, fantastic, wonderful. It's good, you gotta appreciate being able to play 25-cent, 50-cent at 2 in the morning, you know? Gotta appreciate it. Anyway, it looks like Rico's decided to let us have this pot, so we're up $4.29 right now. Oh, rolling in it. I wish I had $4.29 in front of me right now so I could just show it to you guys and just let you see how good it feels to rub it all over me, huh? You guys would love that, wouldn't you? Yeah, that would be a video right there. That would do something for the viewership of that video. Probably be awful. All right, so we defended Jack 9 here. We flopped a, very optimistic backdoor straight draw. We've now actually turned outs. I feel like this fella is not going to be the type that will contest on a queen here. We could definitely try to like check raise. That would be fine, but I think we just bet and just, get him on out of here. I think he usually won't contest it too much. So I'll probably play this for another couple orbits or so. I think that seems fine. Got 3-4 suited here in the small blind. As much as I love 2 cards in a row and they're suited, I feel like this is a little too optimistic for us against the 4x. Had he made it smaller, we would have called. Had the hand been a little bit better, we probably would have been in there. We could have re-raised, but it's not in the mood. not in the mood. I think that's probably bad anyway. Just let him have it for $2. So raise it up, dealer, to 101 here. That's it, 101, dealer. Rico Dentist is studying his hand over there very intently. What to do? All right, I fold. I'm studying this one out, boys. I'll let you two fight this one out, Rico says. That's what I should do. I should narrate the action for every player as they go down. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. Maybe just one player at the table each session, and just go, what's Rico One Dentist thinking right now? What's he thinking about, He's like, Jake Harver again, my big blind. I know what'll work. $2. Not this time, pal. Let's see a flop, dealer. All right, we flop a purr, which is always fantastic. Nothing better than flopping purrs in position. So if our friend over there with the helmet decides to check, we will be betting. Why are we betting, Jake Carver? Because we have a pair. Where have you been? This is what we do. This is poker. When cards match, we put money in the pot. All right. Well, we've now improved our hand to 2 pair. This is fantastic. So if this player decides to check again, which I would assume he will do given that he checked the flop, we will be betting. If this player decides to bet, we will have to evaluate the size of his wager. We've all been there. And go from there. But it looks like he's decided to check. And we will be betting a $5 chip. All right. Meanwhile, Rico Dentist over there is just like watching a movie, paying no attention. He's just got like pocket fours, and we're just talking and thinking, and he's just like, eating some chips right now over there. He's just trying to relax, play some 25-cent, 50-cent, watching a movie, 2 in the morning, just relaxing. And meanwhile, here we are, being a nit, folding 9-8 offsuit. So today's going to be kind of wild, and today, by the day, meaning the day that you guys see this, I'll probably, by the time you guys see this, I'll still be in Vegas, but I have to go to California again for the day. I'm doing a podcast. I don't think it's live. I'm pretty sure it's recorded, so I'll definitely be tweeting that show link and everything. I think the show is called Man School. So I'm doing that. I don't know anything much about it. I heard a couple of the shows, but it seems like it's just a fun, cool thing. So I will link you guys to that when, look at that. Look at that. Just punished for being a nit. Punished. There's something else I want to tell you about. As you guys can't really make out because I wrote it in an actual pen so I could read, not for you guys to read. But I guess I could just write it bigger. But I wanted to make sure that I talked about Jack 6, not the best hand. Rico Dentist over there, just trying to get it done and not working out. 10-4 offsuit. Easy fold, right? Easy fold. People love the easy folds. Every once in a while, easy fold. Right, so I've decided that we're going to try something. We're going to try to get a little bit of structure in our lives, which is something that I've always disliked as a poker player, but I'm going to try it out and see how it works. So I decided that I'm going to try every Friday to stream. So on Twitch, every Friday I'm going to stream. Saturdays, for now, I'm not sure. I may or may not stream on Saturdays. I think that we'll have to see exactly what we're going to want to do with that. But we're going to stream Saturdays, stream Fridays for sure, Saturdays maybe. Sunday through Tuesday will be probably regular run-it-ups for the time being. And then Wednesday, if I can get a guest on the show, we'll do a dual cast Wednesday. Thursday will be heads up. And that's it. That takes us through the whole week. So I think that, let me know what you guys thought about that. Think about that schedule, generally speaking. I'm going to have to tweak it once I get certain other things happening. Like I have different video projects that I will probably need a day slot for. But I'm going to try this for the time being. So if you guys like it, dislike it, want to see something else in there, sit and go Saturday, something like that. It helps if you have a nice name for it. If you can sell me on the name and do the job of like the marketing manager, then you'll definitely way increase the probability of you seeing it on the actual show. All right, so we're gonna play here with our returning castmate Banana Toes. We're gonna play probably just 2 more hands here. I think I've been playing for like 20 or 30 minutes, something like that. But I honestly didn't really keep track when I started the session, so I'm not really sure. But we're going to say that I think it's been about 20 minutes, so if not, I'm sorry. I did a 2.5-hour video on Friday, You can't be too upset. 2.5 hours of just poker and talking, It's a lot. All right, let's fire it in there one more time. 101. 101, dealer. Dealer, raise. Raise it up, dealer. 101. That's right. Oh, it's over? All right, I'm not ready for it to be over yet. One more orbit for the fans. We've got a hashtag on the wall. People that put hashtags on the wall can't just quit. They can't just be like, you can't quit on that note, This guy sat out, now we're big blind again. It's just, can't do it. We're not going to be not doing anything with this queen 4 offsuit either, just folding it. That's it. Easy fold, another easy fold. So we'll at least play 2 more hands. At least 2 more hands. If maybe, all right, we've got a playable hand at least. If this guy makes it $2, we'll stick around for $2, I think. Although it hurts me a little bit to call $2 here at this hand. For some reason, I'm in like a nit mood, despite the pile of money that I won today. I'm like, $1.75? Jake Harper, what are you doing? All of a sudden, fiscal conservative Jake Harper showed up today. I think I'm gonna just fold. Oh my God, what is going on? This is knitted up. What is this? Folding suited hands in the small blind. Oh my God, I hope every person that I actually play often at poker sees this video and is like, oh my God, Jake Harper folds Jack-8 suited in the small blind? I hope people see that and just assume I do it. Perfect. Here we get it. Here, now we go. Now we got him. We got a spot we can splash around a little bit here. So we're going to call it because we're in position and he didn't make it that much bigger. Let's see a flop dealer. Bink! That's a good flop for the Jack-9 offsuit. So, how to extract money from the dentist over here. Oh, it's the patient's revenge. Oh, this is just fantastic. What are we going to do to this guy here? How are we going to put this guy in the cage maximally? I think we're going to start with the call. We're going to start with the call. 3 is a great card. I'm kind of just not wanting to see any card above a jack. 3 is fantastic. If this player decides to bet again, we'll consider raising. If he bets a lot, we'll probably just call. Checking is actually probably one of the best options here because I think we can price him into call with ace-king. And ace-king is not exactly in great shape against us right now. I think this guy is gonna react to this tighter than most people. So I think I like 7 here. It kind of encourages him to stick around. Maybe he check raises all in if he has a hand like kings. Calling is good. King would not be a good river card if he has kings. However, if he has ace-king, which is also very likely, more likely than kings by a lot, in fact, we're certainly not folding if he shoves here. It would be a sad way to end our session if he's just like, I'm all in. So I think I'm still going to just call this, though. It's possible he has kings, but it's also possible, I guess he could have king-queen. He re-raised pre-flop. He could have aces, and just aces probably wouldn't even call if we shoved anyway. So if he has ace-king, he's probably not calling also. I mean, what are we doing? Bluffing? So I think we're going to just call here. Could lose, but... Oh. Chop. Chop it up. What in the world is that? That was a weird line. I would have never thought he had a jack. Well, first he re-raised pre-flop with jack-6 suited, okay. And then he bet flop? Or he check-called flop? We bet 7, right? He check-called flop. And then on turn, he bet, and we called? Am I getting this wrong? Oh, no, he bet $3 on flop, and he check-called turn 7. And then the river, yeah. All right, we got it now. Very weird hand. Weird hand. I was so excited there. I was like, oh, jack-6, we win. No, not quite. Close. I'm glad it wasn't like the deuce of clubs river, though, because that would have been pretty sick. the river the 6, and we're just like, okay, clearly we're crushing this hand, and then not. All right, that was interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is definitely one of those Saturday videos, that's for sure. So I could have bet this because we have a pair, but I think even with our policy of, always betting pairs, I mean, not that that's like a real policy. It's not written on the whiteboard or anything, but I think even with that, I think that board is a little too connected for us to do anything. All right, so Rico won dentist. He escaped the pain over there, luckily for him. This will probably be the last button we play, but anything can happen. Let's run it up, We could give away $30. I could be tilted. We could play another 4 hours here. Anything is possible. It's a magical wonderland here. Run it up. All right, that's it. Looks like we're wrapping it up here. I ended up shipping $8.65. Let's pull up this little calculator here. Sit out over there. So we won $8.65. 33166 plus 865, $340. That is just fantastic. You know what's funny about this run it up thing is I won so much more money today betting this UFC thing, and it doesn't feel nearly as good as winning this 865. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make some sweet money over here today. We ran it up a little bit. It's always good, we ran it up. Fantastic. I'll be back with more videos tomorrow. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me here tonight and checking out these videos as always. I'll be back with more tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.